Yes, people, welcome into the United Idol. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. I hope you got some good rest after that disappointing performance. Actually, it wasn't a disappointing performance. There was disappointing moments. There was let down by players. But this is the morning after show, and basically, it's a show kind of out of the emotion of what happened last night. Out of just a other perspective, having some thought into what happened last night. I saw people blaming that performance on Ten Hag. I was shocked. Was shocked, man. Seriously, on Ten Hag, I honestly thought Ten Hag actually that was one of his better games in terms of management this season. I mean, he changed his tactics to suit the players he had or the players he has. He changed his tactics. I mean, go look at the tactics for the Palace game, and look at their tactics against Galatasaray. It's not the same. The formation changed. I mean, in the Palace games, we would have like a 3-4-3 or 3-5-3, something like that. Last night we basically played a very rigid formation, playing a 4-1-4-1 or a 4-2-3-1. And a lot of what went wrong last night was on the players. I mean, if you cannot see that, then I don't know. Then I'm flabbergasted, guys. I have no words for that. Um, Going into like the first goal was Deloitte. It was his fault. He was firstly overpowered. Actually, he was secondly overpowered. Firstly, he should have attacked the ball. The ball was quite high. He was in a tussle with Zaha. He got dragged into it. He should have he should have maybe been at arm's length with Zaha, especially with the ball so high. And he should have attacked the ball. If he attacks the ball, Zaha cannot overpower him. If he gives himself that space, I know it's easy to say now, but I'm just saying football principles. I mean, if he gives himself some space, he doesn't. Zaha is a lot taller than him, so if he gives himself some space and he attacks the ball, even if he doesn't get to the ball, he would have thrown Zaha off because Zaha is waiting for the ball to drop. So he attacks the ball. If he gets the ball, the danger's cleared. The danger's cleared. He doesn't get into the tussle with Zaha, where obviously Zaha is taller and obviously stronger than him. And that doesn't happen. Going into the second goal, I mean, it's simple, guys. So the second goal, I guess you can put slightly on Ten Hag, but it needs to be on the players on the field. I mean, it's quite simple. Watching the midfielders, watching their runners. Now I understand that the reason why I say it can be on Ten Hag slightly is because he brought Eriksen on the field and he took Hannibal Mabry off. And Hannibal Mabry does an exceptional amount of work around the team. But the reason why, and you can even see it, you can go watch the game back and you can see it. The reason why Ten Hag brought on Eriksen and took off Hannibal was due to the fact that Eriksen kind of slowed down the game and Manchester United dictated the tempo. I mean, if you go look at that, just go watch the first part of that first half. Um, you'll see that Manchester United basically took Galatasaray out of the game. In the first half, it was end-to-end stuff. Manchester United could have scored plenty of goals and Galatasaray could have scored plenty of goals. But after Eriksen came on the field, it was all Manchester United for a large portion of the first part of the first half. And the reason why that also leans on Erik Ten Hag is because obviously Hannibal would have been there to help Casemiro. Casemiro doesn't pick up the runner, but normally Hannibal would have been in there with Casemiro, and one of them would have at least picked up the runner. If not Casemiro, as you saw last night, Hannibal would have been there. So I guess you can lean that one slightly on Erik Ten Hag. I know people blaming him because Amrabat is playing at left back. But Amrabat is there. Amrabat is there to stop the cross. It unfortunately goes through his legs and Varane's legs. I mean, how can you put that on Erik Ten Hag? That doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not saying Ten Hag is you can't criticize him, but to blame that on Erik Ten Hag, that's like the one game that I think you cannot blame it really on the manager. And you have to look at the players. I think in the Palace loss, yes, Ten Hag made big issues. I think a lot of what was wrong was on him, but not against Galatasaray. That's just insane. And then the last goal, obviously we're down to 10 men. And yeah, I mean about we going for the game. So we are not sitting back for the draw. We are actually going for the game. And Amrabat just plays a pass forward aimlessly. And I think as much as that was on he shouldn't have just played that aimlessly. I know he's trying to get the ball upfield. He shouldn't have just played it aimlessly. I mean, there was two centre backs he could have played the pass to, and not him kind of trying to put it around the player. And also the one of the centre backs. I mean, they both like drifting up the field. Um, where at least one of them should have stayed back. There should always be one person that's the last man. You'll see when centre backs play together, one of them is always the last man, and they don't necessarily always play like next to each other, like you watch your side and you watch your side. Like there's different responsibilities to different defenders, and actually this comes if now that I'm thinking about it, this comes down due to the injuries, man. Um, the fact that we haven't had a solid partnership at centre back is it's a problem because that relationship is difficult to build. And yeah, but I don't think it was on Ten Hag, man. Like there's stuff you can point at Ten Hag. Why are you playing Amrabat at left back? Um, Eriksen coming on, like yes, we controlled the game a lot better in the second half, but also Eriksen defensively is poor. So there's things like that, but I just think his tactics was actually everything he done made sense. We should have won that game. We should have won it comfortably. We had so many opportunities at the other end, and that's all because Ten Hag changed his tactics. Rashford looked comfortable. Yes, Bruno being on the right doesn't suit him, but the tactics that we were playing a lot more open, and he looked also more comfortable. Um, so yeah, I, I just don't think you can put that on Ten Hag, man. I think that's the one game that you need to be looking at the players on the field. And I get that he puts the players on the field, but there's certain decisions that the players have made that Ten Hag, he has no control over that. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the content. Don't forget, if your Glazers out, um, do like and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all the support from you guys. And don't forget safety in numbers, man.